West Belmont, the man that you are. Talk about love, undying love.
Yeah. Okay. Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Taryn, and in today's video I'm thinking we need to just have a fall weekend. Like, why not? We're deep into October. I want to go to the bookstore. There's a new release that I want, and also the book that I'm reading right now is very fall, very much so fall. Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. If you don't know, this is a prequel to the Divine Rivals duology, Letters of Enchantment, if you will. This book follows Matilda, who is a goddess. It's really interesting because it starts out with her like literally being born, and now I'm only 20% in and like she's an adult now. Vincent is our male main character and he's a human. So it's interesting so far. I want to say the Letters of Enchantment duology was YA, but I think this is adult. And I can already see that potentially things might get way more mature as they go on. And I was very curious because with the Letters of Enchantment duology, the two main characters communicated through magic typewriters. So I was wondering how they would kind of have that kind of energy in this book, and they definitely found a way, and especially in the beginning of the book so far, how the two main characters communicate was really cute and I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep reading this throughout the vlog, but we need to go to the bookstore. So let's go.
I've seen some crazy things about this book. It's really cute, but I hear it's very spicy and that some crazy things happen with this serpent in this book. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I read this series. This is the final book in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver, and it was cute. It's not my favorite in the series, I will say. Wild Eyes is my favorite. West Belmont, the man that you are. The man that you are. Have y'all actually ever read the Bridgerton books? Because I actually love the show. For real. Queen Charlotte is the best season. Like, her and Farmer George, I think about so much. Oh, talk about love, undying love. The amount of times I have put Real by Kennedy Ryan on my TBR and did not read it is low-key criminal, because I know it's going to be so good. I know it's going to be 5 stars, and I don't know what's holding me up. Maybe it's because it's thick. She thick. Oh my god. And honestly, I hear the audio is really good because there's like music and stuff in it. So maybe if I immersive read, I'll be more inclined to read it. I have to say hi to Big Daddy Russ every time I see him. Love that man. I really need to actually buy the physical copy because I listened to that on audio, and Wesley Shaban, I think, is the narrator, and she ate no crumbs.
We're gonna go over the books that we got from the store today. I got Cujo by Stephen King. This book reminds me of my dad because he will always call bad dogs Cujo, and I knew it was because of this book, and I think it became a movie as well. But I have never read a Stephen King novel before, and I'm scared because I'm a scaredy cat who doesn't even like actual horror movies. Like, I like them to an extent. Like, when it comes to like possession and the devil and stuff like that, I don't really like. I don't really bang with that because I don't need that in my life. But some stuff like I can get with. Like I can get with like slashers and crazy stuff like that. So we'll see. I think this dog becomes like possessed or something. So maybe I don't want to know, but I do want to know at the same time. Then we have The World We Make by N.K. Jemisin. I'm realizing that this is not the first book in this duology. I don't know what the name of the first book is. It's called The Great Cities Duology. So I think the first one is The City We Became. N.K. Jemisin is a black woman, so period. I guess I'm gonna have to buy the first book. I don't know why I thought this was the first book, but it's not. And I'm pretty sure it's like an urban fantasy, so I'm not even gonna read the synopsis on this because I don't want it to mess up anything for me for the first book. Yeah. Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I'm so excited for this. I absolutely loved Bride, okay? Granted, I haven't read any other Ali Hazelwood books, but the way that I ate Bride up, I know Mate is just gonna be so good. Serena, oh, this is the best friend. This is about the best friend. I didn't even know what this was about. I just knew I was getting into it. And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't read Bride. And if you haven't read Bride, don't read this, because genuinely Serena played a role in that book that would spoil this if you read the back of this. I'm saying off books. It tells you a spoiler on the back. So if you're interested in Bride, read Bride first. This is gonna be a werewolf type vibe. I don't want to say what, but I'm excited for it because I know it's gonna be spicy, it's gonna be juicy, and it's gonna be raw. But for real, I'm gonna wash my face and then read my book for the rest of the night, because the only thing I want to do is read Wild Reverence, because it just got to part 2. You know how books we have in like chapters of like part 1, part 2. We just got to part 2. Like I said, she's an adult now. Vincent's an adult now. Once you get past all the world building, that's when it gets real good. And I'm excited for that. So let's get cozy and just read for the rest of the night. Face clean, got our Snuggie on, and it's time to read. And of course I wait until it's dark to show you guys this, but with the dust jacket off, this is how the real book looks. So cute. This is Matilda and Vincent, and she has her belt on and everything. That if you read the book, you know about the belt. This is what I wait all day for my baby to be asleep and for me to be in the bed reading my book. Like, this is the best part of the day. Well, let's not say best. This is the most peaceful, most quiet, most serene. And I'm about to play, I've been playing the Hunger Games soundtrack when I read. Yeah. We're on page 129, and I feel like we have so far to go. So far to go. I love that we get to see some of the gods and goddesses that we knew about in the previous books, but as you know, this is like a prequel, so of course we get to see things that were before Divine Rivals, and it gives us a little more background on those characters, and I really like that, because you can imagine that these gods and goddesses have very complex pasts, you know. So I want to give you an update on Wild Reverence. I read a lot last night, but I will say, as much as I love Divine Rivals, there was some points in this book midway where I'm like, okay, let's get to it. I don't want to say I was getting a little bored. I was getting a little bit bored here, but I will say I really enjoy that in Wild Reverence we really get to learn a lot about the gods and the goddesses, because I think with the Letters of Enchantment duology, the main characters were both still human, and so there were sprinkles of magic in there with the typewriters, and then like of course in the second book you get more of Dacker and Imba, who were the two main gods in that duology with the war and everything. But in this book you spend so much time in the underworld with underling gods and goddesses, and then you spend time in the Skyward with the Skyward gods and goddesses who, you know, they're opposing, but our main character Matilda was born of Skyward and an underling, so she can, and she's a herald, which is like a messenger between realms, so she can kind of be in both, in all the realms. And so I will say I do like that aspect that we got a lot of the gods and goddesses, and the only real human is Vincent, the male main character, and then of course the people in the mortal realm, but they're not really, I don't want to say they're not important, but there's not many like main mortal people except Vincent and I guess like his family. But there were some like lulls in there where I'm like, okay, get to the gusto. We've had some recent developments, okay? Because in the beginning we always kind of knew that there was more to Matilda, and then you kind of learn what it is. Of course I'm not gonna tell you, but that part I'm like, dang girl, okay, I see what we're doing. And I'm almost done. I really think I can finish this tonight. I'm on page 387 and all the chapters are in Roman numerals, and I can't read Roman numerals. So I can't tell you what number chapter it is, but I'm almost done. I'm on page 387 and there is 523 pages, so I'm excited to finish it. My house is feeling very fall right now. I got candles going, I got my diffuser going with like a harvest spice essential oil in there, so it smells really like spicy in here, cinnamony, fall-y, and I like it. You see my little pumpkin pillow covers. What's crazy is I always do oh, it's upside down. I always just change these pillow covers for whatever the season is. I have a Christmas one with like little trees on it, but I like them when I have the festive covers on it. And you know what I was thinking, maybe I should paint my nails a fall color, because right now I have like this red with polka dot, which is low-key giving ladybug, and I didn't realize it until my husband said it, but it's grown out now. And I kind of want to paint my nails orange, because when else would I really want to paint my nails orange? Now is the time. It's October. It's giving pumpkin spice nails. And I think I'm gonna look on Spotify and use some of my Spotify hours to continue the book, and then we'll probably finish this tonight. I really want to see how it's gonna end, because if you read Divine Rivals, the end of that lets you gut it and just in shambles. Well, at least me. And the end of Ruthless Vows was kind of sad too, but I wasn't as gutted by that ending. But I'm just curious to how this is gonna end. I've seen so many people rate this a 5-star or even 6-star, and so for me so far it's giving 4, because I'm enjoying the book, but like I said, there were some moments there where it felt like it was dragging. But we're gonna listen to a little bit of it, paint our nails, and honestly when my baby wakes up I was thinking we should make cookies. She would like that, and I think I would too. Not the spice. very classy spice. There's something about the, oh Lord. Me and my daughter are eating all the cookies. She's eating 2 already. I've eaten 2 already. And she's staring me down for some more. But it's something about these cookies that are so good to me. They just taste like shortbread. I don't know. You probably can hear Gabby's dollhouse in the background. We're gonna eat cookies. I'm gonna put this baby to bed. And hopefully we'll finish this book tonight. So I literally just finished this morning. And I really love how this book ended. I think for some reason though, I feel slightly underwhelmed. Because for some reason I'm just comparing it to the other duology. Specifically Divine Rivals. And I will say, I really enjoyed the relationship between our main characters, Matilda and Vincent. When I tell you the amount of love that they have for each other and just like, I'ma be there waiting for you, okay? That's all I can say without saying too much. But they knew very early on that they had something special. And to watch them navigate that, and one of them being a divine and one of them being human, and how their lives can be so separate but so destined and fated. It was a beautiful story to read, and I particularly appreciated the epilogue and how the end of this book helps tie us back into the Letters of Enchantment duology. That part really was sweet and I loved it. But I don't know where I am with the rating on this. I'm really feeling like maybe a 4, because I really had a great time, but I think subconsciously I just was comparing it too much in my head. Also, let me just say, Bade, the god of war, I think he might have been one of my favorite characters in this book. I'm a fight for Bade every time, okay? I'm a fight for Bade every time. But like I said, overall this was a beautiful story. I really loved getting to know all the different gods and goddesses and seeing the different like alliances, the allies, the betrayals, the moments of war, and the times we were on bricks of death, the times there were death, the times that, you know what? Was this book better than I'm giving it credit for? It was a really good book. It was a really good book. I think I just was comparing it too much to Divine Rivals when it's a completely different book, and it's a good book, especially on its own. And I like how there were things that happened in this book that we kind of already knew from other books, but to see it happen in real time was really nice as well. It was a good book overall. It was a good way to start the fall season and get into the fall fantasy mood, and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, and I hope you check it out, especially if you enjoyed Divine Rivals or Ruthless Vows. Definitely check this out. I'm wondering what she's gonna write next. Oh yeah, and there was some spice in this book, because the other 2 books were young adult. There was no spice. This book had a little bit of spice, but when I say spice, it was very, very tame. Like 1 chili pepper worth. Like it was, you know, it was very classy spice. We did this, I parted her legs. Like it was very much classy. And I liked it. It was good. So I'm thinking Wild Reverence, 4 stars, solid, good book, and a nice addition to the Divine Rivals like universe. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a good fall so far. Let me know if you read this book, what are your thoughts? And if you plan to read this book, let me know too. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will will be back with another video sooner than you think.